Hello everyone. After explaining my previous lectures, that is the solid angle, that was solid angle, and solid angle why it's important, because any surface, the radiant or emissive the energy emissive the energy will be emitted, or radiation is emitted by hemispherically. Okay, from a surface, for this is the source point. For any source point, the electromagnetic wave radiated hemispherically. And if I quantify any surface within this above hemispherical surface, we have chosen the some radiants or electromagnetic waves lines, which makes an angle with respect to the center, and that angle is called the solid angle. That's why this we want to if I want to quantify the surface area and corresponding the arc with respect to the arc, so the solid angle is very important, because solid angle is defined by d omega, that is defined by dA by r square. dA, that is the any position of the arc and corresponding the radius. Okay, so here we can write, we know a body whose temperature above absolute zero radiated electromagnetic wave from a surface, its orientation will be hemispherically like this. Now calculating any particular surface from this hemisphere means, for considering any surface area, chosen the coordinate we have chosen the coordinate with respect to the axis, makes an angle with differential area like three dimensional, called solid angle. Clear? So solid angle is necessary for analysis the surface area of a hemisphere, any section above the hemisphere, because if I want to this area, if I want to choose in this area, then we have considering all radiant waves which are coming out throughout the center, and makes an angle. Okay, and makes an angle within this surface, within this zone. Okay, so so that we easily calculate the area or the angle which are subtended by this area. Now if this is the shape, if this is the r, okay, this is d theta and this is dl. So this angle d theta, within this angle, if I want to draw a projection which will be the perpendicular of the dl, not on this dl, which will be perpendicular on this dl, that this and this angle, this dl makes an angle, with the normal. This is the normal. For if I want to draw a tangent, which is this is the normal, and dl makes with the angle is called phi, and so we say this is the dl cos phi. So the radiation is considered as the cosine value of the length. This is the cosine value of the length actually. So d theta will be always dl cos phi. We want to bother for this particular projection, we want to bother this particular projection, not this particular projection. Okay, so which will the radiant wave, basically if I see in here this amount, this radiation, this electromagnetic wave, which is the perpendicular axis, and corresponding this axis, the area will be chosen, which will be the normal to this axis, and the value will be considering as the cos component. Okay, look, it will be better clear by a Lambert cosine law. So look, Lambert cosine law, we want to learn Lambert cosine law, we will discuss, and relation between emissive power and the intensity, or proof emissive power is pi times of the intensity. So what is the Lambert cosine law? From any surface, like the black surface, black body surface, or whatever, the any surface, the total emissive power in any direction, emissive power in any direction, proportional to the, which is the proportional to the cosine of the line of emission, cosine of line of emission. What is the line of emission? Because this is the normal, this is the line of emission, its cosine value means this normal plane, this is the normal emissions with respect to the plane, with the respect to the surface. I want to say this is the respect to the surface, this is the normal direction, but emissive power is taken as the cosine value of the normal direction always. That's why En, this is the normal, and E theta, the emissive power of any direction, obviously any direction, makes an angle with the cosine value of the normal direction. So E theta always is represented by En cos theta. That's why or we can say this is the dl cos phi by r square. Okay, dl cos phi by r square. Now the Lambert cosine law, okay, this is the Lambert cosine law. So total emissive power, which is very important, mind it, remember it, the total emissive power in any direction, total emissive power in any direction proportional to the cosine of the line of the emission. This is the line of the emission, this is the its cosine value. Now by for relations between the emissive power and the intensity of the radiation, we want we have chosen the same example, hemispherical example, or look, this is the, you have considering this area, we are want to calculate what is the value of this area, we are basically quantify this area just like previous case. Now here we will see in the what is the actual value. Look, this is my exact area which I want to discuss. Means what I want to calculate its value, actually what will be the value of this particular section, because this is the upper part, considering this is the upper part of watermelon. We want to quantify this. Okay, and for quantify this area, similar the all radiant wave are which are connects with the through the center, or with the center, and makes an angle called the solid angle. Okay, but here uh, and the solid angle is defined by dA2 by r square. Now what is the value of dA2? So dA2 is r square sine theta d theta d pi. How does it comes? Look, this area, this is the all radiant wave. Okay, this is actually within this total area we have considering a small particular elemental area, and this is a very small angle. This area the create a very small angle with respect to the center. Okay, with respect to origin. Okay, and this angle is d theta. The total angle is the theta with respect to the vertical position, because I want to already considering the two angle is considered for calculating the solid angle. One is the vertical positions, one is the vertical position, and another is the horizontal position, which makes horizontally. Okay, which makes horizontally throughout the surface. Now this is the small angle considering for a particular this elemental area. So and this arc is value is smaller, so this value will be r d theta. Very easy. Now if this is r, okay, and the opposite, if I see in here, this is the another projection of the for analyzing this surface area. This is the another projection. Okay, and this area, particular area, actually the 90 degree with the normal. Basically we cannot shown properly here, because it's a three-dimensional figure. So this is the 90 degree, and this value will be opposite to the theta, so it will be r, and this will be the theta, so it will be r sine theta. and if I seen from the top view, this projection will be reflected as here, and this will be also r sine theta. Okay, now this phi, the phi is this is the horizontal position, this is the horizontal angle. Okay, and this element similar we have considering the small element in this horizontal area, that is the d phi, and corresponding this r sine theta, we have taken this particular element r sine theta times d phi. So r sine theta d phi and r d theta. So the total area will be considered as, so the total area is considered as r square sine theta d theta d phi. Clear? And solid angle is defined by dA2 by r square, dA2 by r square. So sine theta d theta d phi, r square cancel. Okay, next I, which is the intensity of the solid angle, which is defined by the total heat transfer from the surface 1 to 2, from the surface 1 to 2. Okay, from the surface 1 to 2, this is surface 2, this is surface 1, the total energy emitted from 1 and absorbed by the 2, this is defined by the d of q 1 to 2 divided by per unit area per unit solid angle, or I is simply defined by dE by dA d omega. Now dA and d omega is defined by dA2 r square, we know, but unit area is defined by the cos theta. This is the cosine value, because if I consider, if I consider this axis, if I consider this axis with the respect to the normal, with the respect to the normal, always it will be the cosine value, or we can say if it will be the normal, then the surface will be changes like this types of surface, and corresponding the value will be, the radiant value will be changed. Obviously this the normal position, obviously it will be granted as with respect to the normal position of the surface. Now the surface is like here, so this is my normal intensity, and the value will be its cosine value, because it makes an angle with this normal, so it will be the theta. If this is my dA1, so it will be dA1 cos theta. Okay, clear? By the Lambert cosine law. So that's why area is chosen here, d1 dA1 cos theta. Okay, now dq of 1 to 2, radiant energy emitted or absorbed by 2 from 1 and emitted absorbed by 2, is defined by I dA1 cos theta sin theta d theta d phi. Now you want to calculate the total area and the total heat transfer, so it will be integrated by two component. One is for two different angle, theta is valid for 0 to pi by 2, and phi is valid 0 to 2 pi. Okay, the value will write here, and I dA1, this is the constant term, so integration theta to 0 pi by 2 and phi 0 2 pi sin theta cos theta d theta d phi. And for the integration d phi, the value will be phi, so 0 to 2 pi, the value will be 2 pi. Now so 2 pi I dA1 sin theta cos theta d theta. Okay, if I added to upper side and lower side, so 2 sin theta cos theta and 2 will be cancelled, so pi I dA1, so sin 2 theta integrate for with respect to theta is equals to 0 to pi by 2. Now sin theta is minus cos theta, so this here sin 2 theta, so minus cos 2 theta by 2. 2 is the outside, and minus 2 minus half written here, and the cos 2 theta, that is the pi by 2 or 0, or pi by 2 to cancel, so it will be the cos phi minus cos 0. Cos phi is minus 1 and cos 0 is 1, so it will be minus 2, so minus 2 and the minus, it will be plus 2, and 2 to cancel, it will be pi I dA1. Okay, so q of 1 to 2 is equals to pi I dA1, but we also know q1 to 2, that is the E dA1, this is the emissivity, or sorry, this is the emissive power. So total emissive power is defined by the total heat transfer per unit area, so we can write by this equation. So comparing above two equation, dA1 cancel, and E will be the pi times of intensity. Okay, this is the proof. This will be very important for your exam. Thank you.